Okay, this is level 3. It is on very hard. It is a lone wolf playthrough. So I have the beanie, and I put a medical inhaler slot. That way I can get more value out of my medical inhalers. And I got this for free. I'm going to show how to do that. The main part of this is the shock machine gun. I'll show how to get that. I'm going to go step by step how to do everything. So the beanie is here in this fishing area. You can take it. You just loot it. The free healing primer, or no, the free mod to put in the hat to allow double primers is here. You need to fight some crabbles, or you can sneak by, and it's free to take. There's a little house right here. I recommend getting the double jump early. And it's also some easy experience points. There's also some quests, like there's a quest right here where it's non-combat and you get some easy experience points. So there's some easy XP you can get without even doing combat. When you first start with the ship, you can run past the robots, fight them later. There's a heavy armor piece that you can get for free in this area. I recommend getting that and putting a defensive plates. Right now I have a hibernation suit and I have defensive plates on it. But that will be one of the pieces I'm going for. And let's see, the gun. Let me go back to town. I actually watched a video on how to get this gun without lockpicking or explosives. You go into, you can go to the roof and go in through a hole in the roof and get this gun. Right now my character has no points in gun skill. Later I will be investing in gun skill, but for now it's observation and science. So here, this building right here, if you don't have the skill checks, you can go in through the roof. So you just hop up on the roof, there'll be a hole you can go down and get this gun that I'm using now. And then what I do is I go to the crafting bench, and in that vending machine, oh, also before I forget, get the recipe that allows you to craft the ammunition for this gun. In this vending machine right here, you'll find this shock machine gun telescopic sight. So you can do long range with it. There is a lot of fall off damage. It's 14 meters effective range. But even at long range, you can kill things because the damage over time from the shock status. And the real important thing is putting the charged burst on it, which could also be purchased from this. This right here, shock machine charged burst. What this does is it adds 20 base damage to each projectile. When you invest in the gun skill, it does not scale off of that modification that's put, the charge burst modification that's put into the gun. It scales off of the non-modded damage of the gun. So most of the damage increase you're going to get from this gun, the direct damage, is from the charged burst. It's a nice opener. You can charge and then release, but after that you can just continuously tap the button. You don't have to keep using charge burst. and the fire rate is fast. Investing in guns will push the gun damage more, but like I said, it doesn't scale off with the mod, so the increases are going to be very minor. If you're getting weak spot hits, this is a much bigger increase. But if you absolutely want to maximize the weak spot damage, max observation, put the rest in guns, it'll give a little bit more damage from this damage being higher, but guns is not going to increase this gun by that much. I mean, it will, but increasing observation is going to increase it a lot more as long as you're getting the weak spot hits. Science allows you to stack up plasma, I believe cold, and shock. So not only are you doing more damage over time from the shock status effects, but you're crowd controlling the enemies. If you saw when I was fighting the Raptidons, they went into the shock status very quickly. So they're unable to fight back for about 2 or 3 seconds. And then I'm safe to kind of shoot them in the face, get weak spot hits with observation. So yeah, charge burst, this is a very, very good. Very good. And the helmet, the beanie, I already showed where to get that, I believe. Yeah. There's also another helmet that does weak spot damage. Yeah, the beanie's here. And then double jump is here. Covered that. What was here? Something was here I wanted to cover. Oh, this area is a good place. There's a merchant right here in this spot. She sells energy to craft this ammunition. Energy canisters. It's much cheaper to craft your own ammunition. Magnets, you find those from robots. I think you may be able to buy them from some shops. Another way to absolutely push the damage is to pick Brilliant. But I would rather have Innovative. Double everything. I mean, double healing items. You could be more reckless, not have to worry about healing. Using the nicotines and the biomass. What is it? Crude biomass. You can get this from killing animals. You could also buy it from the medical shops, the human merchants, and you can buy their nicotines. They do restock over time. So being able to craft double the amount is very useful. This ammo produces 600 ammo per craft. So yeah, 6 energy canister, 2 foil, 2 cloth. You'll have plenty of bullets with Innovative. You'll have plenty of healing items with Innovative. Also, what else did I want to cover? Yeah, Innovative and Lucky are what I picked. I picked Abrasive because I like to do a lot of testing with the perks to find out what works best. I do several saves before I level up with perks, and I test what I like on the enemies. These are some ideas that I may go for with this character. Xyranium powered, you can't get this till level 16, I believe, and you need to get Xyranium absorption first. The idea here is to Xyranium absorption will make it so you don't take the negative effects from Xyranium poisoning, but it'll increase your energy regen. Then you can use tactical time dilation more often, or the shield, or actually both. Electrotherapist will allow you to put the enemy into a shock status more quickly and also has a chance to scramble robots. Lucky Strikes, that's, some of these are in the maybe pile. I'm going to test these, but ranged weapon spread with an SMG, I'd imagine be much easier to get critical hits on the head or weak spot hits. Crabble Rancher for SMG and pistols that shoot very quickly. Hot Blooded if I want to do plasma. Bullet Shield is very useful to stay alive. Shrug It Off is also. I might get Point Blank Artist. I don't know about this. I don't want to do less damage at range. But this can be useful with a pistol or an SMG up close. It's not only going to be limited to heavy guns. Same here. SMGs, pistols that have a very fast fire rate. Deep drums for more bullets with machine guns. You won't have to reload as often. Hail of Lead. I don't know if this actually works with this gun after the modification I put on it. I'll have to test it. I've actually never gotten this perk, but I am going to test it. Rapid Recharge for more energy recharge. I'd imagine with high enough silence you'd be able to frost the enemy very quickly, and then while they're frozen you can easily hit them in their weak spot, and then it'll do AoE damage to nearby enemies. Enradier I don't think will work very well with guns that shoot lots of bullets unless you're triggering the explosions with it. It says cooldown 3 seconds, but it does give you damage over time and a very big burst damage multiplier. But yeah, that's every 3 seconds. This is extremely powerful, but you can't get it till about level 26, I think. So it's very late game. And I like the idea of science because I want to be able to use TTD more often to apply the shield. You can put the shield on before combat starts, then as it regenerates, then initiate combat, then you'll have plenty to reapply the shield or use tactical time dilation to line up your headshots, which will give you more damage with observation, weak spot damage. There is right here a free heavy armor piece right here. And yeah, I like putting the extra primer port mod in the beanie, so I can put 2 healing items. This will put you in a crash state, but you're getting more value out of your healing. You could choose to do a weaker healing and be able to do it twice without crashing. So it's up to you whether you want a more powerful heal or a weaker heal more often. With innovative, you'll have plenty of healing items. One thing about not playing without a team is, I believe in the Montelli fight, he seemed to be doing more damage to me when I brought Inez along. So the enemies may do more damage to you when you're on a team. I'm not sure. I don't have enough data to know that. But one good thing about observation and playing without a team is the enemies are usually coming straight towards you. And even the projectile enemies that are shooting guns, they're facing you. If you're playing on a team, they might be running towards your teammates sideways, and it may be harder to land headshots. So that is something to consider. Observation is very good for playing without the team because easier weak spot hits. What else did I want to cover? Yeah, you can also, like a really fast firing pistol that has plasma on it with high science, that will apply the stacks much more quickly. And then you'll see those explosions that happen. I've noticed Valerie does that eventually. So science and very fast firing weapons that don't necessarily have to do a lot of damage can apply the plasma, freeze, or shock very quickly. And what else did I want to cover? Oh, it is on very hard. I don't know if I showed that. Yeah, it's on very hard difficulty. But yeah, this gun is very effective. There's also a gun you get from Montelli that has high bullet damage with the charge burst and gun investment. This one can do higher bullet damage, but the other one has a chain lightning effect that is good for AoE, chaining to the other enemies. The perk I'm going to pick next, I'm not sure. I could go Electrotherapist. This will allow me to shock the enemies and make them unable to fight faster. I may take Bullet Shield. Probably do Electrotherapist, but Bullet Shield's very good. And yeah, even with no points, this gun doesn't need gun investment to be effective, but observation and guns definitely will increase the bullet damage. But I like science because of the shocking enemies quickly. Makes it so they're not attacking. Thing is, the more crowd control and defense you have, the more offense you have. Because if you don't have to retreat, if you don't have to, it takes time to heal. It also takes time to retreat. If you're able to kind of trade paint with the enemy until they're dead, then you're doing more damage. So technically, you know, DPS kills faster, but not if you have to retreat and heal or if you're lying dead on the ground. You're not doing any damage at all. So that's something to consider when building your character, any type of character. More defense leads to more offense. And more offense leads to more defense because the enemy's dead. And more crowd control leads to more offense and defense because they can't attack and you don't have to retreat as often. So there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover with this character. It's only level 3. If you want to go more science heavy and less observation, personally I don't have very good aim. I play on PS5. Science may be better to crowd control the enemy faster, put them into the shock status. It also does really good damage over time. It's like 30 damage per tick. I believe the dots can actually get criticals, so having the beanie on and the perk Trophy Hunter can help with that. And yeah, I'm going to experiment with some of these perks. Crabble Rancher can work with really fast firing pistols to apply whatever you want, whether it be shock or I recommend this gun for shock because you're not going to run out of bullets with innovative. But yeah, really fast firing pistols with this can be very good. Plasma or shock. Plasma for the quicker plasma explosions with hot-blooded and heavy science investment. So yeah, science will give you more tactical time dilation, better damage over time, better crowd control, observation, better weak spot damage. But it's very effective, as you saw against the Raptidons on very hard. Playing on a team, I'm sure this will be plenty effective playing on a team. I believe it will be harder to get weak spot damage when you're on a team because, again, the enemies are attacking your teammates more often. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Hopefully I didn't forget something. Probably forgot something. Oh, also I wanted to cover, at the town of Westport, there's a robot merchant, and he sells a knife that gives you like rapid energy regeneration, whether you're in combat or outside of combat. You can put that in the other weapon slot for like a long battle. If you stay behind cover, you can switch to the knife to gain your energy back and then utilize tactical time dilation or reapply a shield or both. The knife is very good for a long encounter. And also you can hide behind allies, use them for cover, whether they're dead or they will also block your shots. But whether they're dead or downed or up, same with the enemies, whether the enemy is alive and moving around or if they're corpse, you can stay behind them for cover. This gun has a very long reload time and it slows you down. So if you are fighting enemies, you could find the Crabble corpses are excellent sources of cover after you kill them. These can also be used as cover to stay behind as you reload your gun. They'll shoot their corrosive spit at you and it won't hit you, it'll hit the corpse instead, so you can use this guy for cover or to switch to the knife to get energy back. You could also go through it and shoot and then peek back like that, or you can just go to the side. If you're out in the open and you need to reload, I recommend double jumping. You can continuously double jump while the reload animation is taking place. That way you can avoid projectiles by jumping over them. This helps you stay alive. Bad knees, that's what I wanted to cover. Bad knees flaw, definitely take it, whether you're a sneak character or a non-sneak character. It's very good. When you're low to the ground, it's easier to hit the Crabbles and Raptidons in the head. You become a smaller target. It's easier for you to use cover. With bad knees, you can move fast enough to move side to side and avoid the projectiles in battle while you're shooting at the enemy. It's very effective. So I definitely recommend bad knees. There's a perk that takes 5% of your health, but it does light end ray damage to the enemy, and it puts you in invisible status for a long time. It triggers every 30 seconds. It also gives you a damage increase. Definitely take that flaw. It's extremely good. Gives you a very big damage increase. There's probably some other stuff I wanted to cover, but I don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, charge burst. This can be very effective before you get the gun that's dropped from Montelli. It's got very good DPS. You're getting a lot of damage out of your shots. You're never going to run out of ammunition. I have bad aim and I still never run out of ammunition with this thing. As long as you go to the crafting bench and make ammo, you'll be fine. Alright, that's pretty much it. Again, it's on very hard. Alrighty, so hopefully that helps you have some ideas for other build ideas with SMGs, guns that shoot very quickly, etc.